Guys, I got this lot of Girly Pop CDs for like $20. So there's like a couple of Avril ones, the only ones that matter in my opinion, and a lot of the Hilary Duff CDs, which I have been trying to get Metamorphosis for a while, but for some reason like it's kind of expensive like whenever I try to look for it. I think this is like her other second popular one. And then I don't really know. This NSYNC one, which I used to have this CD a long time ago. I don't know what happened to it, but it came with two. It came with no strings attached also. So that was sick, 2-in-1 CD. Honestly, if you guys can find like a whole bundle or a lot of CDs that people are selling, like they sell it for so cheap and you find some like really good ones. It came with 3 Christina Aguilera. I literally could not believe my eyes that this person was selling this bundle, because they're all the CDs that I have eventually, well, not all of them, but like for the most part, like I eventually wanted to get these. So it's kind of crazy. In terms of 2000s girly pop, this is like my favorite album of all time, like of all time. I love this Christmas album. I think the Mariah Carey one is still my favorite 90s. And then this one I never had, but this is actually the, this is Christina's like, I think it's her only Spanish album. I could be wrong, but this is like her debut like Spanish album. The most popular one I think is the 4th track, which is Pero me acuerdo de ti. And then I also really liked Cuando no es contigo and Por siempre tú. Those 3 are like my favorite tracks on this album. I kind of forgot about this album, even though I have it saved in my girly pop playlist. Like, well, at least like those 3 songs. I didn't even know this was in the bundle, to be honest. I just thought I saw these 2. 3 Christina CDs, the best ones. 3 Hilary Duff CDs, and 2 of Avril's CDs. This was her classic. I'm pretty sure this is the one with Don't Tell Me, right? Yeah, Don't Tell Me. I mean, these were like the 2 prime Avril albums, so I don't really know what came after this. Was it Girlfriend? Like, was it her like pop? Her Katy Perry pop stuff? I just wanted to share with you guys this amazing find, because $20, yeah, can't beat it. The other thing that's looming in the background that I'm sure you can see is my laptop. Yes, I'm actually gonna make a full video about this laptop, so do not worry. I know that I put into the community tab, if you guys saw that, I put in the community tab like what kind of video you want to see next, and that's why I did the whole like planner journal struggles yapping video, because that's the most popular one, followed by the interest in this laptop. I'm not gonna talk too much about it in this video because like I said, I have like a full video planned for it, but just peep my excitement. Peep the excitement in my voice, because yeah, it just heals my inner child. And just like a quick note to let you know what I use it for, besides as a cool background thing in my videos, I use it as a drafting device or a word processing device. So it does come with like Microsoft Word 98 or something like that. Amazing. It has a super cool like translucent keyboard, because designs in the 2000s and the 90s were not boring and beige like everything is today. I miss the 2000s designs. Like, why can't things be cool anymore? Why is everything so lame? Like all the Tamagotchis, you know, they were all like transparent. I don't know, everything modern, like machine wise, like or gadget wise, is like so lame. I wish they would bring back some of this transparent design stuff, because it's just so cool. Like even the little clicker, like look at this little clicker here. The whole thing is like kind of made of plastic. Like the coating is made of plastic. So like it has that like slightly translucent vibe to it. Look at this. It has a handle. Like how cute was this? Like how cute would it have been if I like had this when I went to, I don't know how old I was when these came out, in middle school, with like a little handle. Like what a vibe. Even this like little backplate design has a little bit of transparency to it, and I just think it's so cool. Like I don't know, I'm just so happy about it. Of course there are different colors of this laptop, but I picked the orange because the orange is iconic. I don't even like orange like as a color. Like it's definitely not in my wheelhouse of favorite colors, and especially not this darker orange, but with this laptop, like the orange one is the one that brings me joy. It brings me iconic joy because it's the one that, like, for some reason all the 2000s girly pop movies and shows like use this specific color one. This is the Elle Woods laptop. Maybe that's why it's so popular and iconic, because of Legally Blonde, but also it was in So Weird, and So Weird is my favorite show, comfort kids show of all time. I think it was in like episodes of Lizzie McGuire or something like that, but I don't know. It was featured a lot with the girlies, because maybe orange was a girly color back then. I don't know. This is what you guys voted on in the community tab. Today I just wanted to do, like, instead of my usual like journal flip through update video, I wanted to talk about the journal and planner struggles that I'm having right now. And right now I think it's just like the summertime thing. Like, I feel like every summer the journaling community in general and like the planner community like kind of slow down on posting, just because everyone's like out and about, you know, like everyone wants to enjoy the warmer weather. Unless you're like me, who has an adverse reaction to heat. I mean, like, literally, it's my skin. I like break out in heat hives when I'm in the sun for like more than 30 minutes. I love the sun and all, but you know, we don't get along too well. In terms of notebooks though, yeah, I think the notebook content starts to slow down. Even for me, like, I don't really like want to journal too much right now. I am still doing my planning and stuff, but it's not really much. It's not like fun to show because I'm not doing anything interesting. Like, I'm not sticker bombing them. I'm not like decorating them very well. It's like very bare bones. I think I showed it in my last, I showed you guys like in the last update video, but like this is what we're working with right now. My current situation. I mean, snooze fest, right? Like, it's so boring. It's boring, but hey, it works. And even with my pocket planner, which I am still using the pocket Malden for content planning, even this one, I mean, I've kind of slowed down on like the decorative aspect of it. Oops, where am I? Like, you know, it's kind of bare bones, but the bare bones is working right now. And with this one, I at least like, I like to go back and put stickers on it and stuff, like whenever I have time, but right now I'm not even in the mood to do it, so I don't know, maybe it's just summer woes. But yeah, when I first got this thing, I was like decking it out and stuff, so I'm still using them because they're planners, they're meant to be functional, right? But overall, like in general, I haven't been feeling it. I haven't really been feeling like journaling. I don't think it's a problem though. In terms of the journaling struggles, I have two trains of thoughts kind of going through my head. One is that I think it's okay. Like, it's okay to not journal. Like, it's okay to just have a bunch of blank pages. I know that a lot of us here advocate for being consistent, myself included, making it a practice, trying to do it daily so it sticks with you and all that. And I totally get it and I totally agree. But at the same time, like, it's okay. It's fine. It's a journal. It's a notebook. Because a lot of us in this community are neurodivergent, a lot of us can get really easily fixated on this stuff. Although I do advocate for keeping a practice, especially if it works for you as a form of therapy, I do also think that we have to be cautious about like sending the message that like, if you don't journal, if you don't plan, if you're not consistent, like, you're a failure. So this is going to be a bit of a hot take, a little bit controversial to say, and it's okay if you completely disagree with me because I think I'm in the minority here, but I actually cannot watch these like positive, uplifting, productivity focused planner or journal channels. Like, you know what I'm talking about, like the ones that are like, here's top 5 things you should do to be productive with your journals, here's the top 5 things you shouldn't do with your planners because whatever, X, Y, and Z. Or like, this is what I do for my planners to be more productive. Anything that's kind of like productivity focused, I really can't watch those channels anymore because I think it's like something in like ADHD or something, but I get really fixated on what they're saying and it makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong because I'm not doing what they're saying, and then it's not just themselves that is making me feel that way. It's because there's like, they have like 50, 40K like subscribers, like way more subscribers. They have a lot more people commenting, like 300 something comments, 200 something comments, and they're all kind of like, yes, girl, like preach it, like this is exactly what I needed to hear. So a culmination of like what they're saying in their content, plus the people who are like agreeing with them, makes me feel that way. I guess it just makes me feel like I guess I'm doing something wrong because I'm not using my planners like that. It's not like those videos like sway me to like be more like them or even make me change the way I use my planners and journals. It doesn't make me change anything. I stick by like what I like. What I mean is just like, it's mental. Like, it's like it makes me feel like, yeah, I'm still going to do what I like, but I feel like based on what they're saying and based on all the people that are agreeing with them, that I am doing something wrong, and I can't really watch those kind of channels. So I just really appreciate and mostly just watch like journaling videos or notebook videos where people are just doing their own thing and just sharing it. They're just sharing what they're doing in their own notebooks, but they're not like trying to say like, if you journal this way, if you put too many stickers in your planners, if you do this and that, like you're not going to be productive and you shouldn't do that. I think it's a little bit of a hot take, but I mean, honestly, like I don't mean any disrespect to anyone. I think everyone's just trying their best in life, whether it's through notebooks or some other type of hobby that they want to talk about. And same. I think sometimes, especially for those of you who are more like me and get affected by stuff like that, like tell yourself like it's okay. Like it's okay to be having these planner struggles. It's okay to be having these journal struggles. Like it's okay to want to, you know, switch planners and switch journals after a month. Like it's okay. Like it's really not that serious. But I do think that a lot of us can get caught up in the things we see and hear like online, like in social media. YouTube is a form of social media at the end of the day. So yeah, I just felt like I needed to speak my piece on that because maybe it's a hot take that other people feel also, but they just don't want to voice it. And I'm just here to say that if you feel the same way about like those other type of channels and that kind of content, telling you what you should and shouldn't do, and it's making you feel bad, like I'm right there with you and I totally get it. And I'm just here to say it's okay. It's okay to have the blank pages in your hobonichi. Your hobonichi won't be offended. It is a book. It's made of paper. It's not going to be offended if you don't use all the pages. So yeah, that's my first train of thought. The second train of thought is I feel like the solution to the journaling slump, if you want a solution, is to just try some other different things. I have been writing some journaling notes on my vintage iBook. I think it's kind of fun. I've also been writing some journaling notes like on Notion because I use Notion for like all my note taking. I don't know, it's just kind of switching it up a little bit. Like I am not a digital journaling person. Like I have tried digital journaling in the past. I don't like it. But I do feel that I just don't really feel like picking up my notebook and like actually journaling in it right now. Like I'm just not in the mode. I'm not in the mood to do it. Just trying to mix it up a little bit and writing out some of the notes, like jotting down some of the notes on my Notion app or like digitally on a Word app has kind of helped me keep the memories part, if that makes sense, because I've explained this before, but like I use the weekly section to write my, like for memory logging. This is the part that I would always do just to have the notes of what's going on in a week and stuff. But I'll be honest, like I skipped this whole entire week. So like straight up, I just skipped this whole week. I did not journal in it, but I did write the notes of each day in my Notion app. And sometimes I would do it in, you know, on this computer because it's fun to play with right now. So just kind of like switching it up and maybe try writing the notes down on a digital app, I think can kind of break the mold a little bit, like just break the monotony of having to do this. Because like for me, it's just, it is pretty like bare bones and boring to write in here because it's just like the memory highlights of the day. And sometimes I just don't feel like writing. And for whatever reason, when the weather is hot outside, I don't feel like writing or doing anything like just like physically writing kind of gives me the ick when the weather is like hot. I don't know. I just breaking up the monotony a little bit by typing it out. I feel like I do like type out my like daily highlights and daily memory stuff pretty consistently, just because I have such terrible short-term memory. So like I do need to write the notes somewhere, because otherwise like everything gets lost in the sauce and it really annoys me. Sometimes I'll go look back at my planner entries, because they kind of also help me like recollect some of the like memories I might have forgotten about that day. So there's also that. But yeah, I've been struggling with my journal, my hobonichi. I showed this in last week's video, but I did like manage to do the cover for June and like a little entry for the 1st of June. And then the 2nd, I guess I did that too. And then I started struggling. I don't know, this is like halfway done for some reason. I couldn't be bothered. This describes me. Describes exactly how I feel. Perhaps we have lost the plot. I just like don't care, man. I just want to sleep, man. I don't know why this ghost looks so bad. These are my ghosties. I feel like I draw them all the time when I don't know what to say. So they're like speaking for me. Oh, okay. This is an important little note here too. It says, we are not going to backfill this because it's not that important. What is more important is that I have a notebook for my mental breakdowns. And so true, so true. And to reiterate that, like I said earlier, I think it's fine. Like you don't have to backfill. You don't have to, like there's no notes. This is my backfill. You don't have to fill up the blank space, but the reason I wrote this note is because I was really just trying to tell myself to like, girl, chill. Like you do not need to fill up this blank space, because what ended up happening here is that I didn't actually journal from here to 3. Well, I journaled there, but for like 3 pages, they were all blank, and my ADHD, OCD brain was like, I need to backfill. And I really didn't want to. Like, I was like, why am I telling myself to backfill? Like, why am I forcing myself to backfill? I don't want to. Like, it's like a chore for me. Like, why am I forcing myself to do this? So it's annoying how I get irritated by blank pages. So it's a constant reminder, a constant sticky note to myself that you do not have to backfill. Just leave it. Just leave it. Okay, add a sticker if it makes you feel better. Like this, I literally just added these little notes. This is like super random. I just like was talking about some fountain pennings because I was bored. And then I got back into my groove again. But the only reason I got back into my groove is because I forgot I ordered this washi tape from my local stationery shop, and it finally got delivered, and I was like, oh yeah, I totally forgot about this because I ordered it a while ago. Then I started putting my washi tape on all these pages, and that's as far as I got. I need to stop worrying about backfilling. I know it's like a weird OCD thing or ADHD thing. I don't know, one of those. Like every time I see blank pages, I freak out. Like my brain will not let it go for some reason. I have to backfill, but then just I feel like I'm backfilling out of like my own brain's peer pressure to myself for no reason at all. And then I get really irritated, just like this ghostie. Look at this ghostie's face. You see that face? That is me. Summer is only like 3 months. We'll survive, I think. Like every summer, I'm just like having an existential crisis because I don't know. I just hate the heat. So yeah, that's where we're at with the journal. It's been a struggle. Like it's truly been a struggle, but it's okay. Like I said, if you are looking for a solution, my solution at least is just to jot down the notes in my phone app, my Notion app, online. I don't know, like this is like a weird thing for me, but like when the weather's hotter, like I really want to use my keyboard more. Like I want to type things out more. But when the weather's cold, like during the winter, I really want to write with my fountain pens. That's fine though. You know, like what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with me taking a break with my journals and then writing out, you know, the highlights in Notion or a text-based app or the notes app on my iPhone. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, hobonichi book, the cousin, it's not my real cousin, okay? This is not a person. This is not my cousin, okay? Like, this is just a notebook. It's just paper and some vinyl PVC covering it and some stickers. It's not going to be offended if I have blank pages. Like, I'm here to tell myself and you guys that it's fine if we're struggling. It's fine if you're struggling. Like, hobonichi cousin is not going to come and get you in your sleep and be like, bitch, you better fill out the rest of the pages. Like, what are you doing? It's not going to judge you. It's not going to judge you. But I do, the reason, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I'm not trying to be silly to be silly. I mean, I'm being dramatic to dramatize it a bit, but like, in reality, I'm not even trying to be silly about it. Like, I really do think there's something, if you are having these struggles like me, if you're not, then you're just, you know, go ahead and sit there and eat some popcorn and laugh in my demise. But like, if you are struggling with the same issues as me, there is really something in our brains that make us like really like fixated on this stuff, right? Like, it's annoying. Like, it's annoying. Like, I don't want to fixate on it. I don't want to fixate on the blank pages. I don't want to fixate on the fact that I have multiple blank pages and I haven't been keeping up with my journal. Like, I have to tell myself, like, girl, stop. Like, who are you? Like, who are you? Who is pressuring you, like, at knife point? Because it can't be the cousin. Like, it can't be this book. Like, it's not coming after me. It's not coming after you guys. So whether you have a dated journal or not, I do think a lot of us can feel that sentiment, like just this pressure to fill our journals, and then we don't feel like it, and then we feel bad about it, like it's a waste of money, like that I'm really just a terrible person because I didn't fill out my hobonichi cousin for like a month. Like, a whole month in the hobonichi dated journal? How dare you not fill it out? You're part of the overconsumption problem. I just think that we need to give ourselves grace. You guys voted for this, by the way. I asked you guys if you wanted a yappy vlog about my struggles with journaling. Well, here we are. So I don't want to hear any complaints. I don't hear nobody saying, girl, this is too much yapping, because it's like, I don't know how many people voted for it because I can't do math, but out of like 65 votes, okay, majority voted for a yappy struggling vlog. And that's exactly what this is. If you're struggling with your journal, maybe you just don't want to journal right now. Maybe it's not even about hopping into a different notebook. Maybe you just don't want to journal right now. Maybe you should just stop, take a break. Don't feel pressured by what you're seeing online. Don't feel pressured by what you're seeing other people doing. But, oh, my favorite content creators, they're like flourishing in their journals right now. Well, some people flourish in the summer and some don't. It's fine. You'll come back to it, because if you're part of this community at all, if you guys are part of this journaling planner community at all, or even if you just have an interest in it and you're new to all this, it means that you have the mindset to journal. Like, you have the intention to utilize these books. So even if you don't want to utilize them right now, that doesn't mean you're not going to utilize them later. And that's really all that matters. Like, I think sometimes we just, as a collective society in general, I think we just put too much pressure into the things we buy. If you don't use your notebook the full way through, you're part of the overconsumption problem. You're wasteful. You know, you decided you wanted to be really healthy, so you go to the grocery store and you buy like all the produce you can think of, because you're like, yeah, I'm only going to eat a salad this whole week. And then like a week goes by and all of your produce goes bad. And it's like, if you even remotely admitted to that online, everyone would be like, it would be like a witch hunt after you. Like, how could you waste so much produce? That's so wasteful. And it is wasteful. Like, it's not that it's not. It's just, it's like, okay, so I had the intention to be healthy this week and I failed. I'll try it again in another week. And sometimes the intention doesn't match up with like our actions, and I get that, but that's life, baby. That's what happens. Like, we're not always going to be perfect. And there's so many other examples I could think of, but you know, my brain's going a million miles a minute right now. So you get the point. You know, I think we just put on a lot of pressure on, like, if you don't use it to the point where it's falling apart, like if your notebooks aren't falling apart at the seams, if your leather covers are not patinaing within the first 2 months that you buy it, you are a waster. You're just collecting stuff and you're wasting things and stuff. It's just too much pressure, guys. It's just stuff. It's just stuff. Like, it's just a book. It's just a notebook. I think sometimes we get into, and I do this all the time. It's like, sometimes I'll watch a video and I'm like, or I'll see something on social media and I'm like, maybe I'm not feeling this notebook right now because I need to try the other notebook that this person's using. You don't always need to planner and journal hop. Sometimes you just need to take a break. Is that the main title? Yeah, that's the TLDR, guys. The too long didn't read. Sometimes it's not about hopping into a different notebook. Sometimes you just need a break. And I'll leave it at that. Bye.